Yeah. Yeah. Why, what a gift from Jah. Yeah. Why, oh yeah. This life is like a flowing stream. Oh, it keeps on flowing. Yes, it keeps on going. I'm saying that this life is like a river stream. Oh, it keeps on flowing. Yes, it keeps on going. Yeah. See, we have to win, we can't lose. This is our mission, this is what we choose. We use the music to spread the news. We spread the love, playing by the rules. Just like the river, sometimes it's coming, sometimes it's overflowing. No matter what the circumstances may be, I'm gonna keep on moving. This life is like a river stream. Oh, it keeps on flowing. Yes, it keeps on going. Yeah, yeah. It is a gift we have received, the gift from Jah to those who do believe. For He is pure and He is clean, and He will cleanse me from all of my sins. Just like the fire, it keeps on blazing till the love is overflowing. No matter what the circumstances may be, I'm gonna keep on moving. This life is like a river stream. Oh, it keeps on rolling. Yes, it keeps on flowing. Yeah. This is what we choose. We use the music to spread the news. We're spreading love, playing by the rules. Just like the river, sometimes it's coming, sometimes it's overflowing. No matter what the circumstances may be, I'm gonna keep on moving. This life is like a river stream. Yeah. Oh, it keeps on flowing. Oh, 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 oh. Tell me why should I be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way? I'm getting stronger every day. I won't be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way. I'm getting stronger. I will stand up for what I believe in, stand up for the things in life with meaning. And even though some people can be deceiving, I follow my heart and do what I'm feeling. I always try to stay positive and clean out a free mind, no negative. I live my life like a bird in the sky. That's the way that I wanna be. So why should I be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way? I'm getting stronger every day. I won't be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way. I'm getting stronger. I never worry about tomorrow. Yesterday is the past. I've got my life today. I'm gonna live it as if it's the last day. I am so grateful. I am so thankful. I'm gonna keep my joy. There's this love inside of me. No one can destroy it. So tell me why should I be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way? I'm getting stronger every day. I won't be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way. I'm getting stronger. Oh, 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 I will stand up for what I believe in, stand up for the things in life with meaning. And even though some people can be deceiving, I follow my heart and do what I'm feeling. I always try to stay positive. I feel not free, mind no negative. I live my life like a bird in the sky. That's the way that I wanna be. So tell me why should I be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way? I'm getting stronger every day. I won't be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way. I'm getting stronger. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Tell me why should I be afraid of the wicked and the things they say, and all the obstacles in my way? I'm getting stronger.
Such a wonderful word. Look across it. Rise and shine. This is your time. This is Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. We bring love to the woman of the world. Yeah, yeah. Everywhere you are, with a good vibration, positive meditation. Yeah, yeah, yes. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Get it if you can. Love for the woman of the world, love for the boys and girls, love to protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love. Motivation Academy. Love. Motivation Academy. Love. Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Oh, love for the woman of the world, love for the boys and girls, love to protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love. Motivation Academy. Love. Motivation Academy. Love is everywhere. Wake up, now rise and shine. Truman Show is a journey of a lifetime. So divine. This is the one-time deal. There's so much to reveal. Oh no, oh no. Say, don't waste your precious moments, you're causing distraction. Connect yourself to the beauty of consistent action. Love, woman of the world, and love to the boys and girls. And love, we protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love is everywhere. Love to the woman of the world, and love to the boys and girls. And love, we protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, love, love is everywhere. So you and I can set things straight. That means we can cooperate. I've got love when you've got hate. Why don't we alternate? See an arse for murder, the rhythm while thunder. I give love to the living, yeah. Ooh. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Get it if you can, yeah. Love to the woman of the world, and love to the boys and girls, yeah. Love to protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for y'all.
Love is everywhere. The woman of the world, to the boys and girls. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love is everywhere. Boom. Live and direct. Bonjour. Je suis de retour. Les gens m'appellent Yannick, Yannick, whatever. It's me, your host. I'm back. Yannick Special Academy, live and direct. Tubing again. Yeah. Where are we? YouTube. That's it. Yeah. Tubing again. I'm back. Yesterday I wasn't here because Truman Show. Massive vibe with Marie on the Truman Show. I love her. She's great. We're all great. We're all beautiful. We're all, this is the thing. And we're so beautiful, so great. So life is so short. Like, why do we hide? Why do we live on hiding? That's what I wonder. Sometimes I look at not only my life, because I've been on hiding for many years now. I think I've been hiding. First of all, you don't just hide from the world. You hide from yourself. You hide from yourself. It's like we have a veil. We can't see who we truly are, the true reflection of us. We never really, I've never really seen a true reflection of myself in the mirror, like looking at myself. And today I look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, fuck. Now I'm becoming more towards love, less in fear and all that shit. So it's a much better vibe. It's a much better vibe. Like I said to Marie, the life is bigger than my life. I know that. But I got to get in touch with it, and I want to get in touch with life. When you want something, when you set something, when you are confident, also you can attain it, and it's there. Like, I know life is there for me. I'm here. But I know also that there is something much bigger out there than what I have ever lived in my life. Even there's always a greater vibe to go reach. I don't think we should just sit on our butt and say, okay, yeah, now I'm super high vibe. No, there's always a higher vibe, a higher connection, a higher... I know that, and probably we can do magnificent stuff also with our minds if we come to ever master it. That's another thing. That's what brings me here also a lot, is to cultivate the presence. The presence, because if I'm present, I don't forget things. And that's what sometimes happens to me, is sometimes I'm either I will go in my thoughts or I'm not present, then I forget things. So the exercise is very, very important to reinforce it every day for me. I have to condition myself. I'm conditioning myself here to do something. It's not like if I listen to just my brain, I'll probably stay on idle. I'll stay on idle. You have to listen to your intuition, your guts, your heart, and then mix the brain with this. The brain will do wonderful stuff if you condition it. If you don't, you will sit on the couch, watch TV. That's what you'll do. And that's a fact. That's what many people do. They sit and watch TV, watch screens or YouTube or whatever TV you're watching, whatever distraction you're in, it's a distraction. Whatever keeps you away from creating something of value here, distraction to me, because you're not here to live a life of distraction. Neither I am. I know that. It's just we default to that. We default to the distraction. We default to the nonsense, to the alcohol, to the just to escape our life, to hide from ourselves. To hide from ourselves, we find many stuff like whether it's, hey, the temptation is all around. Yesterday, I went to the store with Gavin. I'm like, Gavin, it's unbelievable the temptation that we have around. I went to the dollar store to get batteries. I go in there, I'm like, look at it's poison everywhere on the shelf. But the temptation is but the poison mostly is the sugar. People think that sugar is not it's good for them or stuff. Like it's the sugar have been the sugar that they put. Even the sugar has been made into a factory. Like they even engineer the sugar to put more stuff inside the sugar, so you don't know it's there, but they call it sugar. Like the poison is dissimulated often into stuff that we normally use, and just like margarine. Take margarine. People that use margarine. I don't know if you have ever seen margarine. Take your tub of margarine, put it in a garbage. Put it in a garbage and come back 2 weeks after. It will be intact. No bugs on it. Nothing. Nothing goes on there. Nothing wants to. Even the bugs don't want to eat them. Don't want to eat it. Put a pound of butter in your garbage, and you'll see the maggots on it and all this stuff. The alive stuff that go and eat it. But we eat stuff that is dead. We eat stuff that is dead, and we expect to have a vibration. Are we delusional or what? Like, if you want to have a vibration or heat stuff that is vibrant, you are what you heat. You are what you... That's very, very true. And come on. The moment that I've let go of the acid stuff, I started to turn my body more alkaline and better thoughts and more... it's just you have more focus, more... You have more power of focusing, of concentrating. That's what I find. And to canalize my energy, that's very important. Bonjour, Bliss. Margarine, yeah, that's trash. Nothing good is ever created by deception. Yeah. We have a big problem out here in this mob mentality world. That's it. Yeah, for sure. But that's their world. Like, we're creating also. We can't forget that altogether, people of higher vibration, people that seek something higher than Babylon, we are creating a new world. It's gonna come eventually to me. I have hope. If I wouldn't have hope, I wouldn't show up here every day. So if I show up here, it's because I still have hope for us, and we are the people. The moment we wake up, it's game over. So there is hope for sure. It's not the ball is not in but I don't like to say there, because I think also those TH word, like, why do we have all they, there? All those TH word, I think they all refer to Thor. That's why we have so many in the English language, because they all, I think, refer to Thor. So they, do, all the TH. Why all this? And it's so hard to pronounce. It's so hard to pronounce for me anyway. It's forget about it. The TH. I don't think I'll ever get that properly. But yeah, anyway, there's lots of things that I question. Question is what, quality questions will bring you quality life. Quality of life, or a life quality, a life of meaning. But if you don't, the garbage guys, yeah, fuck, their truck is like a green fluo. Can't miss them. Can't miss them. They have a garbage truck, green fluo. It's like super fluorescent. I always love to see them work. I don't know why. I always love, even when I was young, I loved to see garbage men pick up the trash. Because there's treasure in there. There's something. There's a message in there. There's treasure in trash. Told you. But I always loved to watch a garbage man. Even when I was younger, I used to get out and check the garbage guy. And I wanted to be the guy behind the truck picking up the garbage. They told me, you make good money. That's what we all pretty much Yeah, Thor, the lightning demon. That's it. Everything refers pretty much to Thor, and it's all coded. Me, I know, but it's hard sometimes to. If you are unaware of this, you will just repeat the stuff like go like a robot, just repeat without questioning. There's no there. I don't think there can be life. I don't think there can be life without questioning, without objectively questioning things around us. You cannot be alive. You're numb. You're numb. You're like a robot. So that's the case of many of us too. That's the case of many of us. I was like that. I'm not making fun of anybody or I live that kind of robot life, so I know what it is. I know how it feels, and I know how it feels to not be so much a robot. And the robot state goes also very easily once you let go of fear. It's the fear of what other people think, the fear of this, fear of that. All the freaking fear derived by the fear of death is gonna affect you if you let it. So it's up to you. It's a choice. It's a choice you make to rise. Like I say often, I didn't receive a phone call to decide to do something with my life. I took the decision. Myself one day, I said, okay, I have to do something. I have to create something. Let's start by the beginning. Motivation Academy. I love motivation. I love to coach. I love to inspire. I love to speak. So I said, let's start somewhere. Motivation Academy. And from, yeah, that's a big dream, but that's what it is. If you don't have dream, what do you have? If you don't work on your dream, if you don't work on your goals during each and every day, you're distracted. You're distracted into someone else's dream, probably, or building someone else's dream. And at one point, like I said to Marie yesterday, we don't want to die with our song inside. No, there's no way I'm gonna die with my song inside. I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna do everything I can before the time I go, because that's all I have. All I have is life, and I cherish life so much today, more than stick to truth. It is the only way. Yeah, that's it. Telling the truth puts us in our own personal control. Exact. Here to Jenny follow the big dream for help for all people. No selfish intent. That's what I say to all the reggae singers all the time. There's no ego here. It's not for my benefit, or I don't do things. I don't do dub plate for my own benefit, and I don't building my ego and shit. I don't care about that. I really don't care. I want to help, and I think this is the way to give. That's the test we have here. Life has to be some kind of test. Has to be some kind of a test you're given, but we think the test only in school and in society and at your work, or no, that life's gonna test you. How much can you give? Can you be a giver? Can you be a giver of love, of hope, a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, beacon of light, like the good stuff. The good stuff. I'm not gonna define with you what's the light, what's the love. No, you can have your own definition. I don't want to define that, but I'm telling you, there's something for sure we have to cherish, and that's the good stuff. That's not the evil vibe and the evil rituals and all the nonsense that keep us locked in place as humanity. Like, we're on pause. Humanity is on pause, wasting time. We're wasting time, wasting precious time. But I think there's always going to be a certain part of people. I don't expect a sudden massive awakening on Earth. I don't think it's going to happen that way, but the consciousness is raising, and the consciousness is just to be there, to think, the ability to think. That's what it is to be conscious. You think. I think they said you think. I think, therefore I am. But if you don't think, you're not. And do you think for yourself? Have you ever thought for yourself? Have you ever had an original thought? Without defaulting, think about it. It's a good exercise to do. I'm just telling you to think for yourself. I'm not brainwashing you in anything. I'm telling you, use your freaking head and think for yourself. That's simple, but most people don't, and therefore they're not. They're not here. They're not here. They're not expressing their greatness because of that. Because they're not. You're not here. You're there, but you're not there. It's fucked up, but it's that. That's how I felt pretty much all my life. Mandy Media. I'm busy doing nothing, working the whole day through trying to find lots of things not to do. Just being busy can sometimes be the distraction we chase as told to get. not just be content in that. Now, yeah, that's it. Sometimes we chase. You realize at one point that you're on a hamster wheel. That's what I've realized for me. It was a hamster wheel, and I had to get off the hamster wheel, like at one point. And it's just not because we don't have to work or do stuff for our life. For sure, we all have to work. That's what makes us feel, working on something. But it's just we default very much to other people's dream. That's what it's okay. You have to help other people build their dream, but you have your own also. You're not just here to default. You gotta default for a certain time. It's normal. We all do. I did. Still today, I still default to other people's thinking because it's a process. You don't wake up and be awake and be fully aware in one day. It's a process, and you do it every day. Me, I focus on this every day. I think it's worth it. Anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. So is it worth doing? So I'll do it badly. Every day. 7 a.m. On the clock. On the clock! Yeah. Stillness is nice too. For sure. In stillness, you will find a lot. Greetings, Janik, Redmond, Bliss. Bonjour, Cappy. Our mind too busy thinking about yesterday or worrying about tomorrow, forgetting me. Hey, that's so true. And that is something we all experience. Well, I don't care who you are, how much money you have, what you do in life, or what. It's all a mind game for everyone. It has nothing to do with the money in your pocket. We all face the same game. It's a mind game. And I think when you have more money, it's probably more problem. It's probably more problem because you consume more and this and that, and you're more worried to lose that. So I think I don't know. Me, I don't freak so much on money. It's necessary, but I mean, it's not something. Yes, I would like to have more for sure, like everybody, but I don't focus on. That's not what I have in mind. It doesn't depress me. It doesn't make me depressed to be short on money. That's what I mean. I like to find ways to think. I like to crawl through hard. I have a hard times. I like to have hard times. It's crazy to say, but I like it. I like it because it makes me grow. How many times I've been facing stuff and think I would never go through it, like going to. I had to go explain myself at the government for a tax bill when I did my eBay of $60,000. You don't think I wasn't nervous going in the government office, going to explain myself for $60,000 because they wanted to charge me some tax for stuff that I sold in USA, but I don't have to charge tax. I'm in Quebec, so I had to go explain myself. But I was me against the government that told me that I was owing them $60,000. So you don't think before I got in the building, I was confident. I was going to wrap them around my finger in some way. But anyway, it turned out to work good. I produced the paper from PayPal and all that. But it was a very big hassle. I had to go back a few times. And, there's stuff in life that's going to challenge you sometimes, but there's always a solution to be found. And that day, when I went through that experience, that made me grow a lot. That one made me grow a lot because now I had to face. Hold on, I'm blowing my nose. And it's something to work on, yeah, for sure. Being present in the moment, so for sure, it's something to work on. It's something that just like talking to you here. If I'm not there, if I'm not present, I forget stuff. I don't have my train of thoughts, and that's what I try to really cultivate here, is to really have a huge presence. And by having presence, also, you keep your inspiration. That's the thing. No, I think that's one of the keys to stay inspired, for sure. Staying inspired. Be in the now, but it's hard to be in the now. It's hard to be in the now in the world that we live because exactly, there's so much distraction. First of all, the distraction. So that takes us out. All the worries, the anxiety, and all this is caused by the way we live. By the way we live, for sure. If you can reduce your stress, if you're stressed out very often, we stress ourselves out. All the problems, all the experience starts in there. It doesn't start in the neighbor's head. It starts in my head. That's where it starts. And I know it. When I start having nervous tick, I know it starts there. And I have to redirect my stuff. I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit I have nervous stuff sometimes, like I will bit my lip or stuff. I'm sure we all do it pretty much, but that I'm working on because that takes me out. That takes me out because then I start thinking it's like going high speed in there. It's good, but I prefer go a bit on lower speed and have more focused thought than because I think of too much stuff at the same time, and then I become nervous. But that's me. I'm working on it, but I'm getting there. I'm getting really much there because, and by myself also eliminating that nervousness. Also, Santos, what we did with Santos told me, he said, "Oh, you're a nervous guy." If you go back on the Truman Show with one I did with Santos, I think it's when we did my birth chart. He was telling me, "You're a nervous person." And he said, "You're not stressed out." He said, "You have nervous stuff." He said, "Yeah, for sure." Always been. When I was young, I used to twist my hair here and make a hole in my head, make a patch, a hole, because it's nervous. It's nervous. I don't know. I have that. I'm working on it. We all have stuff that we have to work on. Me, it's my nervous tic, nervous. Alors, je sais pas comment tu dis ça, des tics nerveux. Comment tu dis ça en anglais? Mais c'est juste ça. C'est pas un gros problème. Là, I'm not like that all day long, but sometimes especially when I get still. If I get still, I start to have nervous twitch tics. I don't know how you say it. Les tics nerveux, anyway. Found my bliss and then in that do nothing now. Want to get active to be with tribes of many of great out day system, all free, shared, sweat pattern. Yeah. Then harmony and not harm money. Harm money, that's good. So that I manifest and done. Yeah. Some others' hearts simply are not match after all. Got to let it go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have to let go. Let go of the. Yeah. But let go. What we have to let go of pretty much is distraction. Because that. Come on. Especially when you become an adult in this world, there's so many distractions and temptation. The temptation! Ha! Go out. Go to the grocery market of hell. Come back to me and tell me you're not tempted in all their madness. Hey, it's terrible. It's terrible. The chocolate, the chips, all the animal product, all the nonsense, all the baked stuff coated with grease, with salt, with that's why I call it the grocery market of hell. I get depressed sometimes just going to think to eat outside of my home. It's depressing. Like society has become, I live in a village, so there's not commensal au coin de la rue. Il n'y a pas de restaurant commensal au coin de la rue. Là. Ça marche pas de même. Là. Fait que quand je sors de chez nous, je suis tout le temps confronté à low quality food. And, if it comes from a plant, if it's produced in a plant, don't eat it. If it comes from a plant, eat it. That's why I tell myself often. Playing games with others' lives is a no. Oh yeah, that's it. But that's what we can do. They play with our life, play with people's mind, and people don't know. They don't know that they don't know. So I didn't know I was I knew there was some kind of mind control. But how can I say it? Like I was watching National Geographic. I was watching TV. Okay, I was watching TV in the news. I never thought the news was fake. Never thought that the whole world. You don't question them. You trust them blindly. You trust the government, the politicians. Even you make promotion of them, propaganda for them. I even have reggae singers going down on Facebook propagating stuff about Michelle Obama and stuff. She should be president. Like I'm like. This is pure unaware. It's a circus out there. Babylon's a circus. You're supposed to be aware of it. And, we default to we don't think for ourselves. We don't question, because if we would question what's going on, if we would look with our eyes open, like Gavin came back from school yesterday, he said, "Daddy, they talked to me about Chris Hadfield." Who's Chris Hadfield? I'm like, wow. Okay, first, a liar. First, a liar. That's the first title I would give him, a liar. A Babylonian liar. And that's it. They brainwash the children in school, all kinds of nonsense. And I tell Gavin, I said, if they go in space, in fake space or whatever it is up their international swimming station, First of all, it's the most advanced piece of technology ever built by men. Ever built by men. The International Swimming Station is the greatest, le plus gros bâtiment, le plus technologique, the more sophisticated thing that men ever built. It's apparently floating in outer space. And we don't have a single video of its construction. Kind of weird, eh? But that's it. Anyway, there's all kinds of stuff like that. I told that to Gavin. He said, oh yeah? So yeah, for sure. There's no way. And he says, yeah, Daddy. He says, now I look at it. He said, I see the fakery in there. He said, I can look and I see. Yeah, I said, why is this behind like this? Like there's stuff. But when you're on it, you don't see that. You don't see the wires. You don't see the stage stuff and the green screen and think that, you don't think. So you're not there. That's what I'm saying. You want to be, you think, therefore you are. But if you don't think, you're not conscious. Consciousness is the ability to freaking fucking think. But we're not. We're not thinking because we're not questioning. So if you don't question, you're not thinking. Simple. I have probably, thanks CT, my son gave me gift, one of those sessions in the sensory deprivation tank, pod floating in water. I can't wait to float for an hour. Do some, yeah, that is very good. That is very, very good. Yeah, we all have problem with anxiety. You know what's the biggest killer or biggest problem with humanity is disease, physical disease, and mental anxiety. Mental anxiety is even me have anxiety. Come on, who doesn't have anxiety? Who is not anxious? Who in the world we live? Okay, there's different degree of anxiety. Some will not let it manage their life. Like me, it's anxiety doesn't manage my life, but I am, just like everybody, is suffering from anxiety for sure. Not to a point where I medicate myself. No, so I have my cocktail of medicine, natural medicine, different kind of herbs. But that's all I like. I will not. No, it's not a huge thing, but we all do suffer at some degree of anxiety or some kind of mental trauma. If not, that's the trauma. That the trauma originate from far. I told you it originate from when they came on the land and disseminate the tribe and left only children, kill all the women, men, and left children on the land, and that's us. So that's where the trauma starts. So we all have some kind of trauma to heal, for sure. The trauma, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to heal the scar, heal the trauma, and repair the damage and slowly rise, elevate, because that's what we need to elevate our vibes, elevate everything that we can come in contact with, also elevate each other. Very important. That's the most important part, is to elevate each other and inspire each other. That's the most important part in this huge journey of life. It's inspiration. We have to be there for each other. We have to be there to inspire, to share our voice, to lift our voice, to, I don't know, do your thing. Do your thing. You have something to do. Me, I'm trying to do something, but I'm constantly there, and I know that constant present will one day win over the negative stuff, for sure. Love wins over nasty, white, selfish, ego-driven tools, self-serving takers and liars. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I puke them out like beans. You don't like beans, Red? I love beans. I love beans, especially black beans. Black bean, white beans, all kinds of beans, kidney beans. I love the beans. I love it. Keep moving. Keep life simple. Life is really rather a routine. Stay calm. Respond, not react. Very great. Responding, not reacting. Most of us are in reaction most of the time because we don't think. We don't think. I'm sorry to tell you that. But that's true. We don't think. Even that, we have the ability to think, to be conscious, to be present, to be aware. No, it's not. We don't care. It's more important to sit in front of the TV and just zap the converter and be distracted. Like, it's less work, I admit. It's less work to sit your ass on the couch. But pick yourself up, kick yourself in the freaking ass, get off the couch, and one day you'll thank yourself for it. I'm telling you, if you're on the couch, I'm not saying it's, but you might be on the couch watching me. But I'm not saying now, but I mean, don't stay on the couch all day. That's what I mean. Like, even if you, anyway, you know what I mean. I love beans. I ate a whole can yesterday. Yeah, me too. Me farting like a natural gas shot. Yeah, that's it. No, I love beans. That's what I ate yesterday. I told you I made myself a nice salad with black beans, onion, pepper, and a Southwest dressing. And when I put coriander seed, lemon juice, lime juice, all kinds of stuff. I don't remember everything I put, but yeah. Who is Chris Hadfield? It's an Astro, an NOT, an Astro NOT, an astronaut. And he's a Canadian liar, astronaut. Yeah, the one that plays guitar, and he has a little pinch. Anyway. He's not very relevant. He can stay in his world with his bunch of liars. That's what we're doing. We're creating something new, a new vibe, a new, like, a better world. We're starting to create a better world. It's very encouraging. Anyway, once you become the change, you start to feel all those stuff. And that's where the hope come back in your life, and you start to see more light and more than darkness. Before, je broyais du noir pas mal dans ma vie. J'ai tout le temps broyé pas mal de noir. Là, sans le savoir. Là. Sans le savoir, on broie du noir. Ah, c'est pas pire, ça, hein? Sans le savoir, on broie du noir. Ça rime ensemble. Parfait. Mais c'est ça. C'est juste, je pense que I think the moment we're more aware and more present, we start to see these things very easy. Là. Our own state of programming, and slowly, if you have the desire to think for yourself once in your life, you will let go of this stuff. Like, it's natural. The purge will happen natural. You have to unplug. You have to pull the plug. That's your job. But the purge, after the rest of the juice and the wire will go by itself. As long as you unplug, you do your part, you unplug. The rest, the purge and the process of growing and clearing the confusion and all this will go over time with clarity. You'll get more clarity, more power, more. But you got to start somewhere. Getting to a point of high vibration, high wisdom of knowing who you are, knowing. I don't want to know much about the outside. I don't want so much explanation. I can look at life and use my two own eyes and really think for myself. That's the exercise also. Once you default to definition, you don't think. If you go into definition, you're not thinking. So that's another thing. Our whole life is defined. We have dictionaries to define all the words. Everything is defined. So if you go to something and it's something defined to you, you're not thinking. The definition is given to you. You don't even have to think to give your own definition. So that's where we get caught up in all the madness and stuff, and slowly we lose the sense of vitality, the sense of presence, the sense of awareness, the sense of who you are, the sense of... And it's not because I'm very much more than the neighbor or you, but at least I know who I am. Many people don't know, have no clue. I know what I came to do. This is what I'm telling you. Know yourself. Be true to yourself. Don't follow anyone else's path. Trace your own path. Yes, Sunny Planetary Real Estate. How do they sleep at night teaching? I don't know how they can sleep at night. That's what I'm wondering sometimes. They have no conscience. For sure, the conscience is not there, and it's something very... But they don't care. Sometimes I wonder also if it's not necessary to lie. I don't think it's something necessary in our society to have lies. But would we accept the truth? Like, would we see the truth? Or it's easier to fool people than to convince them they have been fooled. It's easier to keep confusing them, to keep fooling them, than to tell them. Like, one day from another, the truth come out, but you know how it would be accepted by people if the government put it on TV. If it's on TV, if it's televised. If but the revolution won't be televised, then the revolution is something you do personal. So it's not gonna be on the TV. So I don't know. We'll see. I think that's so good, Bliss. I had small one that would homeschool. No way I give them these vaccines, poison, or the programming. Yeah, but when there's awareness, if like people that sends their children to school, they don't know. They don't know that they're going there to be programmed. I didn't know. I didn't know that myself. I was going to school to be programmed. So people don't know. The parents, they're very unaware. So they don't know. So they just send their children into school, and that's what everybody does. And we follow the herd. But I think when you have awareness involved in there, like me, I have no problem sending Gavin to school because he's aware. He's very informed and he's very aware. So he's even going in there now and telling people, "Hey, this. Have you ever think that this is not your thought? That comes from someone else. Do you think this is true?" Like he even tells stuff to his teacher. So I think that's the way also we can awake faster is by causing glitch into their programming, their places, like going to dive deep, be inside the matrix. That's how we're going to dissolve the matrix, not by looking outside the matrix and say, "Oh, I'm moving out in the wood and I don't want to know nothing about the matrix." Like, you're not going to help dissolving it. Like, I prefer be here, be a glitch inside that shit stem and trying to dissolve it than be outside of it. Anyway, me, that's how I think it's good for yeah. And no, I want him to anyway, he goes to school to have fun. He goes to school to have fun, and he knows school is not everything. I always tell him, and anyway, it's not really his thing, school, and he's not like, he has a little bit of difficulty, Gavin, in school, but it's not his thing. He likes to play. He likes to go to school to play. So I said, "It's okay, Gavin. Don't stress with that." I said, "Just do your thing. Go at your rhythm." I said, "School is not everything in life. Once you get to 16, 17, you can do anything you want." Look, my father-in-law doesn't know how to write and read, and he worked all his life. He made his way through. He's well today. So, it's not because school is not everything. In my point of view, in a way, I don't tell my children that they have to perform in school like crazy. Like, do what you can. Do what you can. Go your own way. Go your own rhythm. You're gonna like challenge yourself, yeah, for sure, to be on top, but on top of yourself, not on top of others, because there's lots of competition, lots of competition in our society. We're all competing against each other, even in school, in sports, and all kinds of stuff. The competition, to have that competition spirit, that's why we have all the competitive sport, is to keep us in a competitive spirit against each other. So the ego gets built. The ego. Like, your country is better than another one. And nationalism. What is nationalism? I told you before. It's they teach you to take pride in shit you don't know nothing about and hate people you never met. Like, what's the point? And you don't know nothing about your country. I don't know nothing about the history. It's all false. It's all bullshit. It's also, you take pride in what? In an illusion? Yeah, the vaccines are bad. Yeah, I got a letter the other day, an email from the school, prepare your children for the vaccine session. Or I said, leave me alone with your fucking needles. But in some places, I think they're. What are you saying, Cappy? I sent mine there too, but the required vaccine now. Yeah, that's it. I think in the US is required to vaccinate your children. I think they're gonna harass you or harass the parents even if you don't vaccinate your children. It's super fucking crazy. Wow. Here, I don't have to agree. If I don't agree, they don't pick them. Hear us is criminal, yeah. The past is gone, the future is not there yet, and if we do not go back to ourselves in the present moment, we cannot be in touch with life. Exactly. You're writing a lot, hold on. It's out of control, bliss. Many parents who are aware don't know what to do. Yeah, exactly. It's out of control. I heard that, yeah. The new world is dawning, the golden rule naturally working, its beauty peacefully way. Love being the only way. Yeah. School is school of fish, the PC's era, it's Aquarius days now. Water bearer of news and the carrier to all live, even a rock. It's in everything. I love your vibe, Mendy. You're great. Those demons will be put in the holy fire who damage us, our children. I despise them. For sure, they're gonna rot in the. I don't know if there's such thing as hell. I don't know if there's such thing as hell, but they're gonna rot for sure. The wicked got to go, and they're gonna go, and it's their vibration and all their shit stem that they have put in place that's gonna go. It's not really like I don't want to put energy on hate and stuff like that. Like I don't like them. I don't hate the wicked. I just don't like them. It's better for my vibration. You know, I told you the words we use, we have to be very careful, especially once you become a little bit more aware. Oh, then the words are so powerful. You know, you can change the person. You can end your relationship with a word. You can do everything with words. So you can make people feel good. You can make them feel like shit. So it's all with words. So it's very important. That's another aspect that we cannot forget is the word we use each and every day, and use empowering words and stuff that is empowering for us. That's something that brings our vibration lower. We're already low vibes. We're already low vibe. We gotta bring that up, put a smile on our face, and just, I don't know, say yes to life. Say yes to your life. The best thing you can do. Say yes and open your eyes to life, and never stop expanding your awareness. Expanding your awareness of who you are, and for that, work on yourself. The only way you're going to get it done. And that's the best work you can do in a lifetime. I know today, you know, you're going to build strength. You're going to build strength. You're going to build confidence. You're going to build you're going to become less arrogant with life. Less arrogant with life. More a giver, more a lover, more kind, caring more, have more drive. All this is normal to us. You know what? The conditioning that I'm doing is the normal conditioning. That's what we should all do something with our life. We're gifted with life. That's normal. It's not. It's just what I've been programmed with is not normal. So that's what I want to eradicate, to bring back the normal programming, the stuff that my brain and my body can process wholly. The whole thing. If my brain processes it, my heart, my intuition, if I feel it through my body, it means it's the truth. So, you know, when you feel it, you know the truth when you feel it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I thought K6. Great. And many parents just want to pound them off so they can do that. But yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Then that's what it is. What they think parents today make me laugh. Make me laugh. I love my children. Yeah, you feed them fucking pogos, hot dogs, hamburger, all kinds of freaking poison, sugar, chocolate bar, chips. You send them to freaking school to get rid of them, to daycare. You get, as soon as you can get rid of your kids, you do it. But you love them so much. You cherish them so much. You care so much for them. Like, it's all bullshit. They're all freaking parents are hypocrite today. Almost all of them. Every parent you find are hypocrite, I find. So that's the truth. They all very unaware. And I found very, very few. And you see it in the children. In the children. I can bring you the kid across the street. You'll see how unconscious he is. And how fucked up his parents are. And I had an experience with them once. And they're really traumatized. So I said to Gavin, stay far from there, please. If you don't mind. So I told Gavin, never mind. And because what happened when you hang around with toxic people like this, you pick up their language, you pick up their habits, you pick up everything, all their vibe. If you hang around with them for too long, you'll pick up their habit, their way of talking, their way of acting. I'm telling you, stay far from toxic people. When you see they're toxic, stay far. Because you hang around with flakes, you'll become a flake yourself. That's the truth. That's why I prefer sometimes just be with myself than have a flake around or someone with bad language or low vibration language, yelling, screaming. I go away. I go away because I know I'll pick it up. I'll know I'll pick it up and I'll become just like them if I stay around too long. So that's why very, very important, the vibe to protect, especially toxic people, people that have a bad mouth, people that don't know how to talk, they have bad mouth, they use not empowering. You know, you need to be empowered. We all need to be empowered in every second of the day. I have to take my breath. I keep talking. I've talked a lot today. The tongue is a powerful thing. The mind is a masterpiece. Yeah. Oh, électrique. Cindy. Hey, good day, Hall. Bonjour, Cindy. La belle Cindy de Coudjouac, Québec. La belle Cindy de Coudjouac, Québec. Put out the fire. Love that. I love no matter what. Pity those who feel powerless to make change. But powerless to make change. We all have the power to. The power is within you. No? The power is. You know, the power. What is that thing with power? Is that you already possess it. You don't need to go buy it in the grocery store. You don't need to go to the bank to give a down payment. It's already within you. You already possess everything that you need in order to rise. But you got to cultivate that stuff. You got to go at it each and every day. Conquer your fear. Face your biggest demons and kill them, slay them one after the other. And then you're going to align to something much more true and natural. True and natural. And that's all I want. I don't want to be fake. I just want to be true and keep my vibe and keep my aliveness and stay the way I am. I don't want to have nothing confusing my mind. So no distraction, no Babylon nonsense, just good music, good reggae music to uplift me and inspire me, because music inspires me a lot. I don't care your level of awareness, your level of as long as you do something good and your intentions are good. Like, people are unaware, but that doesn't mean their intentions are bad. That's the thing. But very often, us unaware, we think people that have unawareness, their intention is bad. But no. Like even the people I talk to you promoting politics and stuff, their intention is not bad. Behind, they're just unaware that it's a circus, or they're all freaking liars and manipulating everything you think to the single word. Every word they speak, everything is taught to control you, and especially the word. That's what they use. How do you think they make the news? What, they don't talk? They just put images. Would you be as much brainwashed just with images on TV? No, they need to talk. They need to put in the words. At the beginning was the word. Boom, live and direct. So the words are kind of important. I think so. And I think they have power to change our lives. They have power to change our life, to change our vibration. Don't say you're doing just fine. You're doing excellent, extravagant. I'm fantastic today. I'm in great shape. And all this that brings vibration into you. If you say, "Oh, I feel fine. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good." Fuck, what is that? That doesn't vibe. Oh yeah, I'm good. How's it going today? Oh, I'm good. Like, what the heck is that? I'm fucking wonderful, man. I'm on a super high vibe. I'm freaking turbocharged for the day. That's how I see each and every day. I don't see, when someone asks me, "How are you?" I said, "I'm better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that." And that I got it from Les Brown. And I love it. I'm better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that. So, can't get any better. That's why I'm saying, raise your vibe. Don't stop. Focus on you. Focus on kindness, on caring, on loving, on sharing, on giving. All the good stuff. And this will elevate you to another realm of vibration for sure. That's something that cannot fail. That there's stuff, natural stuff that cannot fail. You're not here to lose, so you cannot fail. you think you're a failure. You think you're a loser. But that's not what life thinks about you. If you start thinking like life thinks about you, don't you think you're going to win? Because life wants you to win. Makes sense, no? Makes sense to me. So I'm out. Inner stillness makes a positive and deeper investigation of our thoughts and emotions. For sure, your emotion can be a very much liberator if you listen to them. They're gonna guide you. Also, they're gonna guide you. They're gonna, sometimes the emotions are physical also, and it's important to listen to them for sure. But it's all physical. I think the emotions. Either you will become nervous. Some people sweat their hands. That's emotion. That's, you're nervous. Your heart race But that's sometimes it's good, those emotions. And that's, oh yeah, for sure. Listen to them. I see, for sure. Haha, energize, vibe up. That's it. Be energized. That's it. Be present. Be present. Be present within your life. First of all, cultivate that presence. Just that presence. Just be one with life. Never mind one with others. Be one with life. Others are life. So be one with life, because you got to be one with the wall, with the paint, with everything, the computer, the trees, the plant, the asphalt, the rocks, the tires on your car. You got to be one with life. You're part of life. I'm part of life. I'm not apart from life. I don't want to be apart from life. I want to be a part of life. But right now we are all pretty much a part of life, because we're not being part of it. Bonne journée, les amis. Ouais, bonne journée. I needed this vibe this morning. Big up, big up. Big up, Cindy. True, Janik. We can fear toxic people if we are listening to our gut and run. Yeah, we can feel. Oh, yeah, you can feel them. You can feel them from far. The toxic people, you smell them from far too. Sometimes they smell bad. Sometimes they smell bad because they're toxic inside and toxic. So the smell that they emanate can be a bit toxic, a bit bad for the nose. That's what I think. But that's just my opinions. My opinion. It's just my opinion I share here. It's nothing extravagant. My opinion will not change the world, but my example might inspire some people. Yeah. And that's what I want to keep on going. So, bonne journée, les amis. Bonne journée, Cindy, Red Rose, Bliss Bliss, Cappy. Queen Nestle. And King Guillaume. Guillaume? Is it? No. King. What's his name? I forgot his name. Is it Guillaume? Attends. I don't forget. The new boy that come on my channel. Hold on. I gotta go get his name. Hold on. Bonjour Marilyn. Ça va bien? Marilyn from UK. Yeah. Guillaume, je pense son nom. C'est ça? Hey, mon Dieu, j'ai un blanc de mémoire, tu vois. Ça m'arrive des fois. But my computer is kind of slow here. No? I have to go into I think it's Guillaume. Mathieu, me semblait aussi. Mathieu, excuse-moi Mathieu, si t'es là. Mathieu, big up King Mathieu Pouliot, Robitaille, Mathieu, non, tu sais là, c'est tout à propos là-dedans, de ce qu'on pense, puis non, c'est très important, puis aussi de partager, puis de share, care, sharing is caring. So partage, share your story, share your big story. I'm sure you have a big one. We all have a big story, and it's to share our story. So I'm out, and I'll be back. What day are we? TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. What did they say? Thank God it's Friday. I had something else. Thank God. Yeah, thank God it's Friday, but I had something else. TGIF. I forgot about it. Anyway, I'll come back with it tomorrow. Next Friday. Okay, I'm out. Love you all and rise and shine. That's the order of the day. Do your best. Don't stress. Don't stress with life. Life is too short to hide also. So raise your vibe. Raise your vibe, rise and shine, and do your best. And that's it. Life wants you to win. That's the best thing to know about life is life wants you to win. So take action. I'm out. See ya.